At the moment, we've got GPT. That was Osborne that did this. It's so sweet that you did it, Osborne, but I wasn't sure if you wanted me to say that you'd done it. So now I've done it. I said it. 5. What books or teaching have had a profound impact on your own spiritual journey and why? For the question. Well, the 2 major teachers that I had was Ramesh Balsekar and Roger Castillo. And I'm so sorry that there's no woman in there. I really recognize that women are massively unrepresented in non-duality, and it's incredibly male dominated. So I'm sorry for the women listeners out there that my 2 teachers were males. But you know, back in the day when I was seeking, I was so broke and a student that I had to go with what was free. And you could go to Ramesh every day for free and listen to him talk. I mean, what generosity, what beauty. So, and Roger was my partner. So he didn't charge me, except I had to clean the house and rake up the leaves. You know, I was like Sensei, you know, from Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Mine was rake the leaves, pick them up. Rake the leaves, pick them up. Yes. So, yeah, those were my 2 teachers and 2 main teachers. So they profoundly impact me. I'm totally grateful to both of them. Roger Castillo is on YouTube and does some talks sometimes, I think. I'm not sure what he does at the moment. He goes in and out of doing talks. And Ramesh Balsekar passed, but there are being talks released onto YouTube. But I am aware if you're not native English speaker, you might struggle listening to him. Because of, he didn't wear his teeth in the last years when he spoke. So, you know. Yeah. So they profoundly influenced me. And if you listen to them both, even though I do sound very different, because there were other influences, and it, you know, it takes on its own color when you begin to speak this. I was profoundly influenced by them. Yeah, I totally love them. And the other day I listened to a talk of Ramesh Balsekar's. I haven't listened for a while, and was just like, boom, boom, boom. Like, just loved it. Yeah. And just so much gratitude and humility towards them. Like, this really saved my life. It really saved my life. Like, I was set up to have a difficult life, you know, with my childhood conditioning, and the awakening that I had, it really relaxed the personality here. You know, it was one of those big booms. I still have personality shit coming up, old seeking patterns, and, you know, have to give myself a spanking every so often for my behavior. But yeah, the majority of the time I'm just happy. I have a hormonal shift, and then I'm got my grump on, or there's grumble with someone, or there's external problems that sometimes happen. But the majority of the time I'm happy, and I can get over things really quickly. Whereas that wasn't the case before, you know. I used to feel mostly unhappy all the time. I wasn't depressed, but I just felt pain, you know, a lot of pain, a lot of emotional pain, a lot of discomfort in the body. And yeah, there's so much appreciation for their time and their patience, their repetition. Yeah. I also was profoundly affected by Gangaji, but she was just way too expensive for me as a student. I'm not criticizing paying for events. I really understand that, you know, the teachers have to live, and it's freaking expensive to put on an event, and you have to like risk a lot of money when you do it. Like, you know, the retreat centers ask you for a lot in advance, and and you've got to have a team to help you. It's not a like one person show. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, I was also incredibly scared of Gangaji because I just thought I might fall in love with her so much that I would make a fool of myself. Like, I just thought she was so beautiful. I still think that. I think she's, yeah, insanely beautiful person, and beautiful teacher, beautiful teaching. I love her books. I love her voice. Yeah, I love the way she interacts with people. I just think she's beautiful. Yeah, so there was Gangaji. There was also a book that I used to repetitively read called Perfect Brilliant Stillness by, is it John Cass or someone? It's on my website. Yeah, I really loved that book, so I just used to read it again and again and again. Also loved Tony Parsons, again. He spoke in London every month, and it used to be 10 quid. I used to save up my money and go every month to see Tony Parsons. There was also another beautiful teacher who I really loved called Nathan Gill. I don't even know if I had to pay for his talks, but he used to speak once a month in London, and I absolutely adored his talks. Nathan Gill. He wrote a really beautiful book. I've forgotten the name of it, but he passed. So yes, obviously the Buddha, forgot about him, but he also had a big impact on me. I used to be a part of the FWBO, Foundation of the Western Buddhist Order, but I've forgotten their new name. And the teacher, the guru, was called Sangharakshita. And again, being a student, I mean, just such beauty. Humans, can do such beautiful things, and then they can cast down so much hell as well. So the FWBO had a library of all Sangharakshita's talks for absolute free. So I listened to every single one. I can't remember shit because of my memory. But they did something to me. They say to become an expert on something, you have to do it 10,000 hours. I can say I listened to him for more than 10,000 hours. Jesus. The library was huge. Yeah. And it was a cassette. The old-fashioned tapes. I used to listen to. So he profoundly affected me. And yes. I also liked Osho exercises. All the different therapies Osho dished out. I also liked Ayurvedic massage and Ayurvedic treatments. I also liked acupuncture, and acupressure. I used to do a lot of self-massage. I did courses in shiatsu and all different types of things. Also liked qigong. Liked Ama. Nisargadatta Maharaj, Brahmana Maharshi, but only really through other teachers. Yeah, I can't think of, back in the day, anyone else, I don't think. But yeah, those are the type of things I used to do. I hope that was helpful for you, Chat GPT. But I see in Telegram that people have asked some questions, so let's have a little look.